everybody, welcome to my channel. I can't believe it's August 1st. Crazy 2 weeks I'll be back at school, and you probably will be too unless you're already back. My name is Carrie, if you haven't been to my channel yet, and I teach teachers at Utah Valley University. This is my 24th year of teaching and my 8th year at the university. And today is part 2 of questions and answers. So if you are interested in specifically questions about the first weeks of school, stay tuned. I'm gonna get right to it because I'm heading out on a road trip with my best cousin, Jan. She'll be here any minute to get me, but I wanted to quickly address the rest of these questions. So here is one that was asked. Somebody asked, how do you balance celebrating the first day of school with setting up firm procedures? And my rule of thumb is be firm but friendly, and set your procedures up, set your rules up, don't falter. Like if somebody breaks a rule or if somebody does not do the procedure the way you taught it, that's the perfect time to practice. Practice, practice, practice. It's not good or bad, it's just the way you want things to run. So we might have to practice lining up. We might have to practice walking in the hall. We might have to practice what does it look like when we go to the bathroom? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? So be firm but friendly, and celebrate in the sense that you're saying, hooray, I'm so glad you're in my class. We're gonna have the best year ever. At the end of the day, I always give out like a popsicle or something, and we go outside and just let the kids know that you're really excited for the year. I absolutely despise when teachers say, don't smile until Christmas. I totally disagree with that. Firm but friendly. Those are the teachers that make a difference. So that is my answer to that question. Somebody asked what color was my lipstick, and it was Rose Pop by Clinique. So that was an answer. And then somebody else asked, where do I get my teacher clothes? I buy a ton of stuff at Burlington. I love Burlington because they have name brands that are maybe just a year outdated, and I get things for $10 or less. I can get a complete outfit, including shoes and jewelry, for $50 or less. So I shop a lot at Burlington. I've also found great things at Sam's Club. They sometimes have great stuff. I also love TJ Maxx and Ross. I rarely pay full price for anything. So those are some places to get teacher clothes. Another question that was asked was about whole class management. My favorite whole class management is simply a smiley and a frowny on the board. And kids earn smiley points, or they don't earn them and then they get frowny points. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the lesson, or at the end of the hour, whatever that management system is, whatever time frame I'm using, I just add up the positive points. After you add up the positive points, put 1 popcorn kernel in a jar for every point. So even if the kids earn 10 points a day, it's gonna take a while to fill up the jar with popcorn kernels. And then after it's full, you have a popcorn party. You can do the same thing with little pom-poms. I've seen googly eyes, and it says, I am proud of you. 1 googly eye for every point. So that is my favorite way to do whole class management, and that was a question that was asked. Somebody asked for classroom tools. Do I like a central location, or do I like the kids to have their own stuff? If it's stuff they're gonna use like all throughout the day, I like them to have their own. So in their pencil box, they always have 2 pencils, a glue stick, a pair of scissors, crayons, just those basic things. Things like watercolors or other things like that they don't use every day, I have in a central location. If your kids don't have desks, then a cubby in the middle of the table. And give points or give rewards for keeping their cubbies organized and nice. You know, at the end of every day, maybe you give 1 Skittle to the table that has the nicest cubby. Just give them a reason to keep everything nice and organized. As I've been watching back to school videos, teachers spend so much time and energy and money putting together their classrooms, and if they don't teach their kids to respect and take care of that classroom, then a week after school starts, you're gonna feel really frustrated because you're gonna go, oh my gosh, why did I spend all this time and money? So make sure you have procedures in place that will help keep your things and your classroom nice. I always tell my class, this is like our living room. We live here. We're here 6 hours a day. Let's take care of it. Somebody asked me, how do I calm my first year nerves? I drink a lot of Diet Dr. Pepper. I always have a king-size, Costco-sized bag of M&Ms in a hiding place in my classroom. Those things help me. I also will listen to quiet music or calming music on my way to school. When I was in the classroom, we did yoga every morning for about 5 minutes. We just did different yoga poses. Now you can do that with Go Noodle. If you're not familiar with Go Noodle, check that out. Maximo on Go Noodle does yoga, and so you could do that every morning. But make sure you take care of yourself, because if not, you're gonna burn out really fast. Diet Dr. Pepper, M&Ms, a new outfit, new lipstick, you know, things like that that help you feel good about yourself as a teacher. That's a great way to calm down your nerves. Also know that everybody's nervous. My 24th year, I'm nervous. Every time I go into a new class, I'm nervous. So that's really normal. Just be prepared, do your best, and you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna leave it at that with the questions and answers today. So cheers to being a teacher. Go out and change the world.